I see you have some beautiful
Candied
fruits
fruits,
here.
yes.
So tell me a little bit about these.
The candied fruits are really the specialty of Provence for the Middle Age, really. At the beginning, that was candied with honey.
Okay.
It's quite impossible to do at home because that needs special ovens.
Okay.
And it needs around 2 weeks to have a perfect candied fruit.
Oh, wow.
You know, because every day you put the candied fruits in a syrup, half sugar, half water. And when the syrup is boiling, you remove the candied fruits, you drain them the whole night, and the day after you do the same thing.
Okay.
And when they are full of sugar like that, you put them in an oven to dry them.
Okay.
And you have that. So today we shall use candied mandarin, angelica. Angelica is a plant like the fennel or the celery also. And it's always used for desserts. You could use the stems like that, the candied stems, and also the seeds.
Okay, very cool.
And we have cherries. The main center of the candied fruit is in the Luberon in Provence. It's a mountain in a small town which is called Apt. And they still produce a very big quantity of candied fruit, and the quality is wonderful.
Okay.
So the dessert is prepared today with Italian ricotta. In Provence, we have a special cheese that is called Brousse, B-R-O-U-S-S-E, which is exactly like the ricotta.
Okay.
And it's a kind of dessert that you can find always around the Mediterranean area.
Okay.
Always a little bit different, but the base is always the same.
Very cool.
So for 6 persons, you have around 3 pounds of ricotta, around 2 cups of chopped candied fruits, and sugar.
Okay, so I see you had the confectioner sugar, which
Yes,
you should not confuse with normal sugar.
Sorry, it's really easier to use that sugar because it's full of cornstarch, and the cornstarch, drink the humidity of the which is in the cheese.
Okay.
It's not so liquid after. We have 6 tablespoons, 1 per person. Oops. It's not easy. After you can adapt like you want the quantity of sugar.
Okay.
If you want it more sweet or less, you do like you want.
Okay.
We have some pepper. It's traditional in quite all the the old recipes of desserts in Provence to use some pepper.
Okay.
For instance, if you prepare a dough for a simple apple tart, you put some pepper with the flour and you prepare the dough.
Okay.
We shall mix with a fork. Never in the food processor because after you have something too liquid.
And it's just these 3 ingredients in the main.
No. After we shall put orange.
Okay.
And the candied fruits.
Okay. Doesn't seem too bad.
Now we have the zest of an orange. Perhaps I shall take another knife.
Okay, so the zest is the outside.
It's for that recipe. It's always like that in the whole Provençal recipes. It's not important for us to use if you use the white. That gives some flavor, and we use it.
Okay.
In the French cuisine, it's very important always to use just the zest. But in Provence, we use everything.
Okay. And now how does this get incorporated into this dish?
We shall chop it.
Okay, so cutting it very finely.
Yes.
And now, would you be able to use a zester? I know this looks like a
yes,
great...
of course,
Okay.
yes.
This is a great alternative
Yes.
if you don't have one around.
To be honest, I have not today.
Okay, so very, very fine.
Like that, it's very good also because you have the consistency of the orange
Right.
when you eat the dessert.
And now this seems like it would complement the other meal very well since that has the orange in it
Yeah.
as well.
And after we shall use some lemon for the starter.
Okay. So some nice citrus going on in these meals. And now are you just using one orange for this?
No, we shall use all the oranges,
Okay.
but at the last moment.
Okay.
But we have just the zest of just one.
Zest of just one. Okay.
We use a lot of oranges and lemons in Provence because we grow them on the Riviera.
Okay, so once again, very fine
Yeah.
chopping.
Into the mixture. Up the sugar also. And now we shall chop the candied fruits. It's very sticky, it's horrible. It's possible to prepare that recipe. It's also traditional in south of France with dry fruits. All the dry fruits, raisins, dry apricots, all the dry fruits, and it's very good also, instead of the candied fruits.
Okay, so that's good to know if you can't find something like this
Yeah.
around.
Because I know that in the States it's difficult to find candied fruits.
And now in France, where is your favorite place to get the candied fruits? I know some of the students at Loyola go abroad and travel around France.
In Provence, in all the towns, you have a good baker or something like that, patisserie, which sell the candied fruits.
Okay.
But they are all coming from Apt. You have a good production, also very old, of candied fruits in Nice.
Okay, so it looks like you're cutting this pretty thin as well.
Yes. Now, more and more sticky, the mandarina.
And now, was this candied with the peel?
Yes.
Okay.
They use organic, of course, fruits, because always the peel give a lot of flavor.
Right.
Especially with the citrus, it's very important.
Okay. So yes,
And
does
you say
seem-
you have even the seeds, everything. It's
Okay.
not,
So make sure you're getting all the flavors of the mandarin. Now, what other things can you do with candied fruit?
cakes, dessert like that with cheese, cheesecakes also, local cheesecakes, and eat just that. Of course. We have also in summer candied melons,
Okay.
and the melon is candied complete,
Wow.
full. It's very beautiful,
Absolutely.
but very sweet.
Okay, now you cut this entire amount for
We shall keep some for the decoration.
Okay. Very cool.
The mandarinas are very difficult to find if you are not in Provence.
Okay. This is definitely a specialty that we get
Yes.
to have here today.
They produce also wonderful candied apricots, but they don't stay. You must eat them very quickly. You can keep them 1-2 months, and after they are too dry and they are not so good.
Okay, now how long would these last for?
1 year in the fridge,
Oh, wow, okay.
in the tiroir of the fridge with vegetables.
Very good.
And if you can freeze them, and you can keep them a very long time also.
Okay.
More and more and more sticky.
And it's great. It really does seem like the candying process went through the entire orange. You know, it looks completely different, but it smells still like the mandarin.